war never changes.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
That's right. Today we're going to be talking about Fallout New Vegas. Now, Fallout New Vegas is going to be a game that I hold very near and dear to my heart just because of the sheer amount of choices that you can make in this game. I mean, it is just astounding. So, to get on with the video, I'm going to be talking and singing the praises of Fallout New Vegas because it might be one of my favorite games to this day. It might surpass my old favorite, Dying Light, which I might end up making a video on, but now this is kind of the opposite of a backhanded compliment, but one thing I don't like about this game is how much content it has. And you might be thinking, Anthony, how could a game be bad if it has too much content? And the only reason that it's bad is it gives you some items off the bat that I didn't realize were items from DLC that made me super overpowered off the bat, and it was too late and I had ruined part of the starting of the game just because I wore some like armor that was too OP. Oh no, I've been flashbanged. Oh my god. Oh, what's this? Armor? Clothes? A freaking Wiimote? Oh my god. Like, alright, I know I'm being nitpicky, but like, I don't know. I just wish I didn't use that stuff at the beginning, and I recommend if you play this game and you end up with the DLC that you don't use the DLC items because it just makes it super unfun for a while because everything is just at you, like you're just above everything's level. But this man here, Doc Mitchell, he's a goat. He just saved you. He just healed you up for free, didn't expect anything. This guy Victor comes along and he's a robot, and you're like, oh, that's super dope, until he starts, like, actually, I can't even say that. There's so much mystery and amazing stuff that goes on, I can't even spoil it. It's just so great.
Your name?
So I named myself Sigma, as one does. And then you move on to create your character, and creating the character aspect isn't really important, but it's normal RPG shenanigans where you just make your character super stupid and, like, dumb. But yeah.
Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
I proceed to not take it slow and run really fast around the room. And then I go and I steal the stuff because it's an RPG, and that's just what you do in RPGs. When you're in Pokemon, you don't question it. You just find stuff and you pick it up. It's not somebody else's. But then you find out about the way that you scale in this game, or the way that you get attributes or skills. And it's pretty cool.
What the Sigma?
That's right, I'm a wet noodle. What are you gonna do about it? It's my RPG, I can do what I want. That's the whole point. That's right, 2020 vision. You see me, 10% perception. What can I say? I'm a likable guy. Now, you might be thinking, Anthony, that's a pretty, like, simple character builder. Now, you'd be right, except for the fact that it's not over yet. There is more character building to be done. You could really hone in on anything. Just like a Hogwarts sorting quiz, you gotta take a personality test, along with a little free association. So even though this guy is not a trained psychologist, he did save my life, so I'm going to go along with what he has to say, and he is going to force me to do an ink blot test.
Well, that's all she... I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results.
That's pretty much it for the character builder. I mean, it's pretty good. Like, it's kind of insane that you can have all those things, and then on top of that you have the other things. I don't really understand how it all works, to be honest, but it's cool.
I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
That's right, you just got baited. There's more. There's a third stage. Isn't that insane that there's 3 stages of a character selection screen? I mean, that's just wild that you can really hone your character that much. And these are really specific. Like, they get really specific and they can help you out in really certain ways. So if you want to play a certain way or do things a certain way, you can totally do it. And it's now this little watch thingy bobber on your arm, this is the Pip-Boy. This is basically where you're going to do everything. And that's a good thing and a bad thing, because on one hand you're like, okay, I know I'm going to find it if I go into the Pip-Boy. But on the other hand, it might take me a while to find it in the Pip-Boy. So basically, you'll have to go through certain things like stats, items, and data, and then there's subclasses inside of those already. So it's just like a big kind of hassle to sift through stuff like this. And I think the Act Man said this pretty well, but he was basically saying that, like, if you want to do anything, basically you have to use the Pip-Boy, and it's kind of a pain because it halts the game entirely. But yeah, I have to agree with that sentiment. Now, I know I've been kind of bringing up really, like, random things, like, to nitpick and, like, critique about this game, but that's just because it's really hard to critique this game. Like, it is a very well-made RPG, and if you like RPGs, this is going to be a good game for you. You're going to want to mod it probably if you're on PC, because then you'll crash less and it'll just be less of a pain if you, like, lose saves or anything like that. But you don't even have to like RPGs to, like, enjoy this game, though. That's the other thing, is this is also an FPS at its core. And because of that, you're going to use things like the VATS, which slows down time, and then you get to pick in it. It's kind of almost turns into a turn-based, I guess it is kind of like an RPG, but, like, it helps, like, break up the pacing of the game, and just, it's awesome.
Why don't you come along?
Yummy!
See? You're getting... There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along.
Now, I'm purposely not going to show any more of this game. This was really just the tutorial, and I just kind of wanted to get you hooked on the idea of the game. And yeah, thank you for watching. If you made it this far, that's really cool. I really hope you play this game because it is one of my favorites, if not my favorite game I've ever played. And it is truly an amazing game, and I would highly recommend it. And with that, make sure to like and subscribe and all that fun stuff if you feel like it, or not, whatever, it's cool. Okay, bye.